Hello, my name is Pockets, and this is a 2v2 map with Scorched Earth. I'm the purple Zerg, and my partner Christguard is the teal Protoss. We're playing against Cicero, the red Zerg, and Unrest, the blue Terran. I basically fast-forwarded through this map till the first bit of action, where Christguard and I are having our first little rush here. And as you can see, as we move across the map, they were kind of sending a scout in, which we took care of really quickly with my Zerglings. So now we're moving across the map, and as you can see, Unrest, the blue Terran, has built a wall across the front of their shared space here, and then he's backing Reavers up against the wall so he can't get surrounded. So this has actually worked out really well for him. They were able to hold us off, but we did clear out a lot of their units. But it did work out really well for them, and Kreisgard eventually has to back off here. The Zerg player in the beginning did pretty heavy roaches and marauders and marines for Unrest the Terran. He was also working a lot on defense. I fast expanded and went for the lair very quickly, and I've got my second base up and running. Also, as you can see here, red Zerg and Unrest, the blue Terran, also after we failed in our attack, went ahead and expanded as well. Christguard is yet to start his expansion. But he does have 3 gateways and a cybernetics core up. And I also got the fast Zerglings very early because I love them. The fast Zerglings I think are very powerful. Now I'm also headed very quickly to the hive. I built the infestation pit there. That's the upgrade that you need to get your hive. If we take a look at income right now, see that I am leading the income by quite a bit. I was the first to expand, and I have the most drones going at this time. Not quite the most gas of everybody, but I do have more actual cash coming in. Christguard's kind of moving out, and here is kind of a roach attack. I had a couple of scouts out there just to see when it was coming. So now we know it's coming, and I've got some Zerglings coming here. Zerglings aren't the best to counter roaches, but at this point it's all I really had. So I back them up onto the creep where they're faster and get my queen into position here and wait for him to make his move. Which he does. Goes after my queen, but that's fine because my Zerglings take him out. And Christguard has switched over to Stalkers and putting up that 4th gateway. And also expanding up here on the top expansion spot, which is the easiest expansion. And I've also put up my spire so I can have some air. And I'm also expanding my creep using the creep tumors. Creep tumors are really important because your Zerg move faster and heal on creep. So you always want to keep your Zerg on creep if possible. As this game gets going, it's harder and harder to do because you're busy doing other stuff, but you always want to keep trying to push the creep forward if you can. So Christguard also has a sentry up, which is really important because the sentry has both the force field and the guardian shield, which reduces ranged attacks, and you can use the force field to split off attackers from their allies. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Mutalisk here, do a little base harassing. I'm going to go around the side and also check the bottom expansion at the same time. I'm also hitting my Hive, which is the top upgrade here, which is pretty key. Because I'm actually headed for Brood Lords later on during the game, and you need the Hive for that. So I come up from the south here, and since they made that wall off in the front, they haven't put many troops in behind, so I'm able to wreak some havoc here. Normally when I go in with this few amounts of units, I figure I'm going to be able to be pushed out. So I go for the gas workers first, try to take them out. That way you have to manually mess with it. Just a big pain in the neck. But his third buddy builds some Mutalisk and saves his neck. He also decides to put up some missile turrets, but it's a little late for that. In the meantime, I also put up my Hydralisk Den, which is very important. And Christguard's still pumping out Stalkers and Sentries and Zealots. And we can also see Cicero is also expanded to the lower expansion in their base, the third base over there. So he'll actually be in 3 bases by that point. And this is actually where I tell Christguard that my headset died, which is really unfortunate, because we can no longer communicate over the headset. And Red is actually moving in now with his Mutalisk. Not sure if he sees... Oh, yep, he does. He sees Christguard and his Stalkers, so that's why he backed off that. And now he's headed north to Christguard's expansion. And I actually mess up here. I should have not taken all these units up there. I should have protected my own base. But I didn't. The Zerglings wouldn't help me out anyway, so. So Cicero gets up here, takes out all the drones, and then moves south, which is really annoying. Take out my queen. Well, I have no units except for these ones, which I should move up here shortly. I had all those Zerglings hotkey, which is why I'm moving them with the Hydralisk. And the Hydralisk just kind of play ring around the posy with us. But Christguard at least picked a couple of them off here. No, not. And I'm also expanding to the third expansion, and Christguard wants to push now because I have a pretty sizable force here. Except Christguard says push in all chat, which is